Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to Lakeland High School. It is September 8th, 2017. Alongside Brian McPhee, I'm Dan Pelchat. Of course, Matt Boyer on camera. It's been a while since we've been out here, hasn't it?
Oh, it sure has. I think it was Panther games or my son's freshman year, about 6 years ago we were out here, and not a very familiar place for us.
Well, for Boyer and I, of course, our great cameraman, we haven't been out here, but we played out here every year in Panthers and every year in high school. Well, not every year out here, but it's nice to see that they haven't done anything with the blue track.
Yeah, the cheer girls are going to go home and be complaining about their blue tennis shoes that they have. So I know my girls complain about that year after year when they were in Panthers and had to cheer out here. Yeah. But, you know, we've had good success out here, so we'll have to see how tonight goes. The Lakeland Eagles are 1-1, and we didn't fare too well last night at the freshman and JV levels, but varsity is always a different story.
Yes, it is. Well, like we were talking to some people on the way in, you as well. You know, that doesn't always translate to the varsity level.
That's right. So we'll just see how the boys play tonight. They've gotten a lot of experience for the young guys.
That's right.
And actually all the guys I think we only have about 4 or 5 returning starters. Right. So you got a whole lot of people that are starting for the first time and getting a lot of experience in those first 2 games.
Yes, sir. Well, it's a beautiful night for football out here. It's a little cool. What, you say no audio? Okay. Well, we're going to roll it anyways, and we'll check it here after the shot. Some fun facts, though, that I found earlier today. The last matchup we had out here, thank you, Brian, was in 2011. Lakeland won 12-7. I really love this one. Lakeland is South Lyon's 4th most played school all time in school history, behind Brighton, Novi, and Heartland. They've played 36 times. South Lyon leads that series 28-8. South Lyon's last win in the series came in 06 in a 6-0 shutout.
Wow.
Barn burner.
Yeah.
Lakeland's info, they lost in week 1 to Walled Lake Central. They won in week 2 against Waterford Mott in a 2-point game. And, of course, the Lions come in tonight 0-2.
Yeah, so Lakeland's probably got something to prove that they're a winning team. They're going to get off the 50-50 bubble tonight. We're going to try to get back to 50-50. Yep. So we'll just have to see how the game goes here. You know, we have been able to move the ball very well. We've proven that against both teams that we played. Connor has done a great job at quarterback, although he's had a few misreads here and there, but they've been able to move the ball, and that's what I'm excited about.
Yep. I couldn't agree with you more. Should be a great night for football. Stick around. We'll be back with the opening kickoff here in about 7.5 minutes. And welcome, finally, to some Friday night football. Now that school has started, we're back to Friday nights. Looks like number 24 for Lakeland, Dylan Cutzlieb. Couple of Lions in there. Looked like maybe 7 and 24. Mitch Camoris and Will Kelly.
Nice way to start. Nice, clean kickoff team. Not too much yardage, and that'll help build confidence off that play.
I agree. I think this is a huge drive here early. Please forgive us, guys, on the early footage here. We're doing the best we can with. You might as well be filming the eclipse, right?
Right. Well, you're letting eclipse come through now.
Right.
We can see.
Yeah, you're right. And our cameraman Matt Boyer doing the best he can here, as we are just underway. This is the first play from scrimmage for the Eagles. Quarterback going to keep it on the option. Looks like number 3. Joe Zeppa, you think that's a silent R?
I think that's Joe Zeppa is the quarterback. Rezeppa. Okay. Well, we got to put the R in there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, always go with the PA announcer at the home field, right?
Exactly.
Unless, of course, it happens to be me. Second down, we'll call it a long 5. So Zeppa, number 3, the quarterback. Or, I'm sorry, Rezeppa. Ooh, big hit there on the far side. Number 25, and I bet you that's one of the Newman boys.
That is, Jake Newman. You know, he was a little quiet last week. We didn't call his number too much, and he's making up for it right off the bat.
Absolutely, making his presence known there on the pass into the flats. Brings up 3rd down now on this opening drive. 11:18 remaining here in the first quarter. Lakeland at their own 31-yard line. Now, we saw the JV and freshmen go a lot of wing T yesterday. They're out of the gun here now on third on the jet sweep. Looks like number 24 has a lane. Dylan Cutsleeve is gone. 69-yard home run hit there. I was looking for a flag. I don't see one.
I don't see one there. That was just got to the second level and left everybody behind.
Yep.
The kid's got some good speed to him and pretty much untouched around the end.
No, you're right. You described it perfectly. He got to the alleyway that the blockers got him, and once he turned it up a notch, it was going to be a battle or a heck of a pursuit angle to get him. And so 11:06 to play here in the first. Lakeland strikes first blood. On for the extra point. Looks like number 2, Leo Scoopin. And it's up and it's good. So your score, Lakeland Eagles 7, South Lyon Lions 0, 11:06 to play first quarter. We'll be back with the Lions returning in a moment. Leo Scoopin to kick off for the Eagles. Deep to return for the Lions, number 5, Ian Goings. It's going to be Will Kelly who fields that just outside the 10-yard line. Takes a big shot. Now the ball's on the ground. Ball's still loose now. Big pile up on the far sideline. Trying to figure it out down there at the end of the scrum. And I haven't seen a signal yet. Have you, Brian?
I haven't either. Only the excitement of Lakeland down there.
Right.
There was a long delay before we heard a whistle out there. And Lakeland's going to start off with it right down at their
they
own.
give it to us. They said first down South Lyon.
Oh, you're right.
South Lyon catches a break here early. And boy, oh boy, they couldn't have cashed that in at a better time, right?
No, they couldn't have. That would have been a real momentum builder for Lakeland if they had the ball down there. So
unreal. Tremendous turnout by the Lakeland student section, and if they would have been the officials, it'd be their ball. But they talked it over down there, and the Lions will retain possession. First and 10 inside their 15. It looks like, again, forgive us for the incredibly terrible sun glare. We're dealing with it too. But the Lions got their first play from scrimmage coming here right now. Fracassi fires incomplete. Looks like it was intended for Dancer.
Dancer, yep.
It might have been, well, they might have 2 number 3s, but if they don't, that's the quarterback, Rizeppa.
Certainly looks like him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's listed at 5'6", so hey, Doug Flutie made it work, right?
He sure did.
So Lions are looking at 2nd and 10 inside their own 15. Fracassi in the gun. Looks like he's got Gill.
And Goins back there.
Okay. Fracassi rolls.
He's going to run it out.
Oh, he's got Michael Dancer. Great job. Nice touch pass.
That sure was, and I'm not sure if that was the route Dancer was supposed to run, but he saw Fracassi rolling out, and he just ran down the field, got himself open, and worked out for first down.
Yeah, he had a lot of Eagles in his area there. There was a little backyard football feel to that play, wasn't there?
It was. Yes, it was.
Lions got it now 1st and 10 at their 34. They're going to go trips to the far side. Fracassi out of the gun. I could not tell you who's to his right. He does have a tailback. It was Goings. Stepping up, and he'll be brought down by number 28, C.J. Davis. They're calling it 2nd and 11 here.
Well, Fracassi making some good decisions back there. Rather than just throw it up, possibly risk an interception, he pulled it out and got back close to the line of scrimmage.
Live to fight another down. Lions marked at their own 33 here. 2nd and 11. Not much doing there. Looked like there might have been a little bit of a miscommunication in their background, or backfield, excuse me.
Yeah, if that's that read option, not sure either one of the options was good at the way that line came through.
Yeah, that's a great point. Well, Lions will face now a third and they're calling it 13. Yeah, they're backed up to the 31 now. Fracassi has Goings to his left. Trips to the near side. Gonna roll. Gonna be a tough throw on that run. And he takes a shot there by number 51. No, excuse me, 54. That's Ben Roberts. To bring up 4th down for the Lions. A gain of 3 on the play. Get it back to the original line of scrimmage. Looks like Will Kelly back to punt. Deep to return for Lakeland. Looks like 21. Robbie Tracy. Ooh, Will gets it out of there. A little line driver. Takes a South Lyon roll down to about the 28-yard line.
Well, the defense got a chance to make up for that first series. See if they can't cover those ends. You know, and that's something that the last 2 games early on, we've given up things around the end and really need to get that contained, bottled up.
Well, I mean, and you can see what happens if you can't, you know. If you can at least, and not that someone wasn't on the outside of the play last time. It appeared there was. They were just blocked. I mean, but you got to be able to slow them down to get some friends over there. And I'm sure there was a discussion about it.
Yes. Well, here we go. We'll see what they do starting out.
We're going to go jet sweep to the other side. It's number 21. Robbie Tracy again. Looked like a big hit over there. I know it's tough for us to see with this
I know.
sun.
I was trying to pick up a number to see. There were a number of Lions in on that one.
Well, there's a Lion down, and I wouldn't be surprised. It looked like a big collision over there. That may be why. So we're going to step out for a quick break for an injury timeout. Lions trail Lakeland 7-0, 7:55 to play in the first. Well, tough break there for number 36, Ben Buckler. He is helped off the field there, and you hope for the best for him. But he was very ginger on the one leg.
Yes, and they're already starting out with Ronnie Menard, who's not suited up tonight, and he's been playing on defense for the Lions also at that linebacker position.
We'll call it a gain of 3 on the first down run. 2nd down and 7 for the Eagles at their own 48-yard line. 7:20 and counting left to play in this first quarter. .24. Dylan Cutsleeve on the carry. Looked like Dancer may have been in there on the tackle.
Yeah, and I'm trying to watch the D ends there to see what they're how they're covering this. If they're going upfield first or if they're cutting in. Because if they're not going upfield, that jet sweep's going to be open all day.
3rd down and 7.
There, so
see if the Lion D can get off the field here. Oh, little counter. And the Lions were ready for it.
That was a big hit by 54 for us, and maybe even been a loss of a yard.
Mitchell Hanna on that hit.
The sun could drop a little faster for us, and we'll be able to see.
Deep to return for South Lyon. Looks like Michael Dancer, number 2. Scoop in the punt.
Thank you.
All right, Lions start 1st and 10 deep in their own end here. Oh, what they tell them to do. Get your hands up if you're not going to get in there. Textbook.
Exactly. Yep. And Brendan Locke, who's been a real go-to guy this year, looked like maybe they just had a miscommunication because he was still running the route when that ball was thrown.
I got to tell you, man, back in the day when I was here, we never know such things as route trees and all this and that. It was like, hey, why don't you go stalk block and then come back to the huddle?
Yeah.
A lot of time to learn how to deal with that physical coverage. Big third down here for South Lyon, deep in their own end. Now if any option to keep it, find a little room to the outside. There you go. Yeah, we were without audio there for a little bit. Man, I hope it's this piece of shit microphone and not the camera. I do not have another microphone with me. Yeah, you just got to keep watching that for me, Matt. I'm sorry. And then feel
way to jinx it.
Yeah. I know.
As soon as I
a little bit of audio difficulty as well. Number 24 on the carry, Dylan Cutsleeve. Lion defense snuffed it out though.
Yeah, they did a good job. Got penetration on that line and just stuffed them for nothing. No gain.
Test. There we go. Yeah, no gain there. Defense has bounced back well from the big play, I would say.
I hate to say they got used to it this year, but they don't get down and they come right back and forget about it, which is the only thing you can do with that.
That's right. Timeout, Lakeland. Brian, would you mind holding that? I want to take a look at this. Second down and 10 here for Lakeland. Single back, double wing look. Give to number 24. Dylan Cutsleeve.
And great job there by the Lions by stretching that out and just ran out of real estate and got knocked out of bounds. So third down and 6 or so, it looks like.
Yeah, good job using the sideline as another defender there, running it to the short side of the field. Big play defensively here for the Lions to get off the field, maybe get some of that field position back. Although it's probably 4-down territory. He's got a lane. And he's in, number 21, Robbie Tracy. We'll call it a 31-yarder.
Dan, yeah, Lakeland called a timeout the play before that. They must have seen something out there they tried to take advantage of, and they certainly did right there.
No, it's a great call, Brian. And not much you can do but forget about it and move on and try to get the offense going here. 3:14 to play in the first quarter. And Leo scooping on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and your score, the Lakeland Eagles 14. Your South Lyon Lions 0 with 3:14 to play in the first quarter. Scooping a kick for the Eagles, deep to return. Oh, and they go onside kick, and they got it. They can only hope that he touched it early. I don't see a flag.
I don't either. Completely caught the Lions off guard there. Perfectly executed, and just crossed the 50, and they recovered it as our guys were still backing up a little bit. Well, the refs are talking about something out there.
Yeah, call me a homer. I am. I mean, Lakeland's going to get the ball. I thought, and we'll look at it later, of course, it looked like someone might have gotten a hand on it at the 9-yard mark, but maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part. A very, what do you call that? Just a very good, drawn-up, executed play there.
That's the name of the game. If you to try to surprise them and take advantage of that. The South Lyon fans not liking that at all.
We had a timeout, South Lyon. I believe they had 12 on the field, so they ended up burning one. So we'll take a quick break, too. 1st and 10, Eagles. 21 on the carry. Robbie Tracy. And he's just chopping them down there. He'll pick up about 6.
They had more Eagles pushing the pile there, and the rest were letting them do it. So you would have thought that they'd have blown a whistle earlier, but unfortunately not.
I'm sorry to cut you off there, Brian. I must have been the last one ever called for assisting the runner.
Yeah.
I pushed one in the end zone once, and they didn't let that stand. But I've seen it all over everywhere else. They don't call it no more.
They don't. I don't know if they took that rule out or what, but certainly looked like more linemen pushing than people running.
2nd down, we'll call it 3. They got a full house tee. They go to the fullback. He's got some room. Ooh, nice low cut tackle there by Dancer. That's the only way to take those guys on.
Exactly. Smaller you are, the lower you go.
That's right. Play results in a 1st down for the Eagles, though. It's right on the 35. 2:20 left to play in this first quarter and counting. Lions trailed the Eagles 14-0.
Looks like Lakeland's got a new quarterback in there, number 12.
Good eye. Mitchell Bowles?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. We'll wait and see what the home announcer calls him.
2nd and 6 for the Eagles. They're at the South Lyon 31-yard line. Full house tee again, double tight. Lions were ready for it. Maybe a yard there.
We've always played that full house tee tight, when Canton ran it against us, and the 2 times we played them in the last 10 years, we shut it down. Lions are doing pretty good with it right here.
Yeah, I agree with you, Brian. I'm a little hesitant to watch out for something to pop outside on me now.
Exactly. I know basically you tackle every guy.
Yeah,
the way they run that misdirection back there. It's the only way to ensure you get the ball.
That's right. 3rd down, long 5 here, just outside the Lion 30-yard line. Give us to 11, and the Lions are there. 35, number 40. Looks like Bender and
I'm sorry.
You're all right. Buckler. So Buckler got back. Oh, no, that's wrong. I had the wrong number. Buckler's not out there.
Rende.
Thank you.
David Rende.
You'll have to forgive us, folks. We're going blind here still from the sun. We should have one more play here before the end of the quarter. And hopefully when we come back, that sun will be behind the press box. 4th down and 7. They're going to go for it. We're going to roll to the far side. Under pressure, and the Lions get home.
Great pressure by the defense, and it looks like we might have
I think that's
late
on
hit
them.
there.
I think that's on
Our
them.
guy went knocked out of the huddle.
That's going to put the Lions in a good spot, if assuming that's correct, because that's a turnover on downs and the possibility of 15. Well, that's what ended up happening. Lions will take over at midfield now after the penalty and the turnover on downs. 1 second left in this first quarter. Ian Goings on the screen pass, and he'll have a nice pickup of about 8 to wrap up the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a nice play there. It's good to see Ian Goins with the ball and getting past that second level. Picked up about 8 yards on that.
So that'll do it for the first quarter play. Lakeland leading South Lyon 14-0. So hopefully we'll be back in the second quarter with a little less sun and a Lions drive getting started.
Get rid of these sunspots.
Welcome back here as the second quarter is just underway. Fracassi going to be chased down from behind by number 7. That's Brendan McGrath.
We heard that name last night. It must be his little brother that had a heck of a game for the JV. And he did a good job of running down the quarterback there.
Makes it 3rd down and 6. Lions marked at the Lakeland 46. Looking to try and get something going offensively. Fracassi going to go out of the pistol. Little toss to, and Gill's going to be close to that first down marker.
Yep, they're on the far side from us. It looks like he might be right at it if he didn't get it. It's going to be 4th and short.
Yeah, you're right, Brian. He's about a yard short there. Quarterback power.
You know, that's worked good in the past games. And Connor's proven to be a pretty tough runner.
Fourth and 1. Fracassi going to get under center. Lone deep back was Gill. He's awfully close. No one did him any favors on the spot either. And they're not even going to measure that.
No, I think they had to get to the 40, and they didn't mark it there, so they knew they were short. Had to take advantage of big Trevor Weiss up there. And I think the other team just saw it and piled up everybody in the box.
Lakeland takes over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Gives to 24. He's able to break a couple tackles, and that's Dylan Kutzlieb. He's had a couple big runs today. And now he's down inside the Lion 30 to about the 25 or 26-yard line.
I'd be checking that jersey for grease. It didn't seem like anybody could get a hold of him. He just ran through traffic there like a little pinball.
They'll mark him at the 26. Approaching the 10-minute mark here left in the second quarter. South Lyon trailing Lakeland 14-0. Alongside Brian McPhee, I'm Dan Pelchat. Matt Boyer on camera with this LVCsports.com presentation here at Lakeland High School. Give is to 47. And he's going to be met.
Dakota Myers, the big fullback.
Looked like Brett Bender maybe was the first Lion there, number 40.
And Bender's had a pretty good game here. We've been calling his name a few times on tackles out there.
2nd down and 10. Gonna go jet sweep to 21.
Robbie Tracy And again, they can do a good job of stretching that out, use the sideline.
Looked like 35 for South Lyon to get over there first. Rendy
again.
Yep. Good. Hey, he was scooting over there because he was chasing down some speed himself.
Yeah, I don't think he wants any more of those end sweep touchdowns.
8:34 and counting to play in the second quarter. They're going to go up the middle to 28. He's met pretty well.
Camoris is one of the guys in there.
Yeah, Camoris came up there and hit him. And
Ravi Kalaj was also there. And Mitchell Hanna.
Well, they go to the big guy in the middle there, 28. C.J. Davis is their tailback. He's 6'1". Well, he's 6'1" in some weight. I'll tell you that. Like at 185. So. Yeah. Gonna get the Lions there on a encroachment call. That's a big one. It's gonna be a
fourth down, and you just give them a first down. You're getting anxious to try and get a stop. He's had a couple good back-to-back plays, and you just get a little anxious sometimes.
This is a terrible analogy, but it's just you hit a couple great shots in golf, all of a sudden you're pulling your head.
Yeah.
You know, you got to watch the ball. It is what it is. Timeout, South Lyon. We'll step out for a break too. 7:31 to play, second quarter. Lions trail the Eagles 14-0. .28 on the carry up the middle. That's C.J. Davis again.
And Lakeland has their third quarterback in there, number 5, Brady Woodruff. Don't know if they're just taking advantage of the lead or giving guys playing time, or they still have interviews for the position.
Yeah, exactly. Open interviews, right? Oh yeah, or it's each one kind of has a specialty. Play action. Dump pass, a little incomplete there.
Rendy putting some pressure on again.
6:53 left in this second quarter. Lakeland facing a 3rd and 4 just inside the Lion 10-yard line. Good tackle there. Is that 28?
Hard to see who was in on the tackle over there, but it was a great stop, so it's going to be 4th and about 2 here. And it looks like they're going to go for it. They're not bringing a kicker or anybody in.
I'm kind of surprised by that. I'm just, call me conservative, but Scoopin looked like he had the leg for it on the extra points.
Sure, you can go up by 3 scores. But they seem to have some confidence that they're going to be able to get this first down or even a touchdown.
Here we go, give up the middle. And you were right, Brian. He bowls his way down inside the 2-yard line. Looks like number 7 in on the tackle, Mitch Camoris.
That was C.J. Davis with the run again. You've heard his number a couple times here tonight.
Yeah, he's a downhill runner. He has nothing to hide. He's fine with running between the tackles, and he's in for the touchdown. 2-yard touchdown run will make it Lakeland 20, South Lyon 0 with 5:54 to play in the second quarter with the extra point to follow here. Extra point is up, and it is good. So your score, Lakeland 21, South Lyon 0. 5:54 to play in the second quarter. Scooping a kick. High, end over end. Field, yep, and he's got a wall. Tried to find that lane.
He almost broke it.
A nice return out to about the 31-yard line. Lions will start 1st and 10 with 5:49 left in this first half.
And Dan, you know, now here's where the coaches really earn their money, keeping these kids' heads in the game. Like you mentioned, they're a little quiet down there, but there's plenty of ball game left, and this is where the coaches get these kids, keep them in the game out there.
We'll see how they respond here. Fracassi out of the pistol. Gill, the lone back. Quick 3-step drop, fires to the far sideline, and he's got number 9. James, yep,
Haddock.
Yes, sir.
For the Lions. Taking down by number 3, Joe Rizeppa for Lakeland.
Solid first down gain there. Still looking for, oh, I couldn't see it. 54 was standing right where it was marked, so it's gain of 5, we'll call it. So Haddock and Dancer split to the near side. Gill in motion. Fracassi on the toss. Oh, boy. And credit Gill for making the right play. It's kind of like playing first base. Just come off the bag. He knows he's going to take a shot, but he has to get that ball.
Exactly. Yeah, he did a really good job of slowing up, coming back to the ball, and making sure he secured it. He got tagged for it, but he's a tough kid.
Yeah, he is. And it's not going to make a stats page, but it was just a heads-up football play, and you know I enjoy that. So 3rd down now and 9. Fracassi out of the gun. He's got Goings and Gill back with him. Oh, botch snap for a moment. Fracassi gets it under control, fires. He's got Locke. He'll be tackled immediately. About 3 yards shy of that first down. They needed to get to the 41.
Fracassi took a big hit there after he delivered that ball. You know, that's just we got to try to do a better job of protecting him and giving him a little bit more time.
Yeah, I got to give him a little credit on being able to get his eyes back downfield. A lot of times, you know, you have trouble with that snap, and it's just you're done looking downfield. So good effort. Just not enough yardage there. Now we're going to get an officials timeout here. Nope, that's a South Lyon timeout. 4:18 left to play second quarter. 21-0. Lakeland leads it. We'll step out too. Will Kelly back to punt. 21. Robbie Tracy deep to return. Kelly's got that line drive with the bounce just down. Dancer will be in the neighborhood to down it here. Lions roll will come to a stop at about the 17-yard line. So the Eagles will start 1st and 10 there at their own 17. 4:04 left in the second quarter. Sean Cullen on the carry for the Eagles. Jack Schaefer, our last week's tough guy, makes the tackle. Gain of 4 on the play, looking at 2nd and 6. Ooh. Some hard running down there.
And it's going to be a first down. That's just a tough ball carrier there, I'll tell you.
Well, and not to keep going back to yesterday, but I mean, I saw some downhill running like I haven't seen in a long time yesterday. And that's a good JV team. For those of you that don't know, South Lyon's JV, as freshmen, went undefeated. They had been unbeaten this year, and it was a tough outing yesterday.
Oh, it sure was. And like I said, they were JV and freshmen were both undefeated till that time, and then ran into that buzzsaw last night.
Lions able to get in the backfield there. It was 21. Robbie Tracy, the ball carrier. Looks like he did end up getting a yard out of it.
The Lions pretty much snuffed that out and shut it down. So hopefully we can keep doing that.
24. Dylan Cutzlieb. And he's still grinding on that far sideline. Cutzleb. Gonna mark him at about the 37 and a half. Make it 3rd and manageable.
For 7, Kamara sit on the tackle for the Lions. Also 51 Gassner on that tackle for the Lions. 3rd down. 3rd and
Camaris and Gassner in on the tackle. Low snap, quarterback scoops it, but not before. Looks like
That looked like
35.
David Rende again.
Nice. I think 40 also got in there a little bit. Brett Bender. Looks like Will Kelly's going to drop back for South Lyon. Punting situation for the Eagles, number 2, Leo Scoopin. Dancer's going to scoot up here. Nice punt fielded by Kelly. Trying to find some space. And he'll be drug out of bounds at about the 31-yard line.
Yep. John Fernandez made the tackle there.
Just under a minute left to go here in the second quarter. Lakeland leading it 21-0.
The Lions made a defensive lineup change there. I saw Ian Goins at corner, and it looks like they moved Will Kelly out to safety. So I think that's a good move for them.
Well, and I know Kelly can handle the safety position. You got to have a little bit of a screw loose to play that properly. Nice pass out of bounds, should stop the clock. A little late on
Haddock
it.
again.
Yeah, nice catch by Haddock. Knew right where he was. That's a nice wide receiver play there. 52 seconds left in this first half.
Haddock, a nice sized target at 6'1". So we got some good targets out there with Lodge on the other side and Haddock over here with Ronnie Menard out. You don't really miss too much there with Haddock going in.
Good job by, flag down, and rightfully so, and then 2 flags. I don't know if one of our guys retaliated down there. I turned back towards the play. There was a definite roughing the passer. There was a roughing the passer against Fracassi on one of the Lakeland defenders, and I don't know if one of our guys grabbed the individual or not. Like I said, I turned my attention back to the play.
Right, and usually that second one means that it was a retaliation, which means it'll be offsetting. But we'll have to see what they call. This young age is kind of tough not to retaliate sometimes. Protect your quarterback. And
let's see what they go with here. The official talking at length with Coach Henson, explaining it. And so we're going to get personal foul, roughing the passer against the Eagles. That's a first down. And then unsportsmanlike conduct against South Lyon.
There are 2 penalties on the play. Dead ball roughing the passer against Lakeland.
So they're going to walk it off and then probably march it back. Is that what we're thinking?
I think that's how they do it, but we'll see. They're moving the chains to the it looks like the line of scrimmage isn't going to change. The guy with the down marker has not moved.
And you know what? I've learned not to trust that man or woman, but you know what? Sometimes they do know what's going on down there. Yeah, you're right, Brian. About right on the dial-it-down guy. 39-yard line. 44 seconds left in this second quarter. I think the Lions have one timeout left. I may be wrong, though. Fracassi back to pass. Airs one out. Lock. Did he get a foot in? He did.
He did. The ref called it. He's pointing at the foot. He did a great job of going up and getting that and making sure he got at least 1 foot inbound.
They're going to mark him out at the 32-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 37.9 left in this second quarter, and the Lions offense has shown a little life here.
They have all through the year, you know, and it's just a matter of trying to put a sequence of plays together to get the ball down there and build some confidence and momentum.
Fracassi will have Goings to his right. Now he shifts. Goings picks up a nice block there. Fracassi wisely just gets rid of it. 32 seconds left in this second quarter.
And the D back there, Scoopin, did a great job of keeping Lodge from getting off the line of scrimmage.
Get those 50-50 tickets. Get them now.
Fracassi back to pass. Under pressure. Able to fight through it, though, but not the last one. Number 28, C.J. Davis, able to get back there. And I got to assume maybe the Lions don't have a timeout, or else they would have probably burned it right there.
You're right. They're hustling back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to run a play rather than spike it, which if they do, they can maybe get one more play off.
Will Kelly, and now we got 1.5 left. And I know the coaching staff, I don't know if they're yelling at our guys or what, but I think we got away with one of our linemen not being set there on the far sideline or on the far side. So at least we get another play out of the deal.
Right. Well, we got 1.5 seconds left, so you know where they're going to go.
Oh, yeah. Fracassi will probably drop back and try and throw it about 45 yards in the air and see what happens.
And Lakeland has the two safeties back deep. So you know you could probably get something at about 15, 20 yards downfield.
Yes.
It'll just see if he's got time. That's the other thing. We need to see that line come alive and give him the time he needs to get this ball off.
Fracassi has two wide receivers to each side. Ian Goings, the lone back. Fracassi fires. It looked like it may have been tipped at the line. And that's going to do it for the first half. Your score, the Lakeland Eagles 21, the South Lyon Lions 0. We'll be back with the second half in a moment. Welcome back to Lakeland High School. We're about to kick off the second half. Deep to return for the Lions. Will Kelly will field it at about the 7-yard line. And the Eagles are all over him. Taken down at about the Lion 15-yard line.
I like starting out the second half here with the ball. You know, they made a decision to defer and get their momentum going here. So we can do with this half what they did in the first half. We got a ball game.
Yep. Connor Fracassi and crew going to start about their own 15-yard line. Actually, I'm sorry, it says the 20 on the scoreboard, and that's right. Nice little lane there. That's Willie Kelly with the run. Oh, he lost his hat. Now, I think he's got to come out for a play now, right?
That's correct. Unless the refs waive that, yep, he's coming off the field.
Nice gashing run, though, to start.
Very nice. Nice momentum builder.
Lions will start it again, 1st and 10 now from about the 33.
Student section just created their own little white out there if you see a cloud coming across the field.
Fracassi fakes the handoff. He'll keep it. Man, he is hit hard over there around the 35-yard line.
You know, last year's team that started out 0-2, when they started getting going, that offensive line picked up. And we need to have Trevor Weiss and his buddies down there started imposing their own will on these people and giving the running back some lanes and making the offense click.
Lions are going to bring trips to the near side. Fracassi hands off. Oh, speaking of Weiss there, he drove his man across midfield.
He did. Maybe he's getting a little tired of the way the games are going.
Yep. They're going to mark it 3rd down and 1.
You can hear that Lion bench screaming down there now too, so they're in the game.
Yep. Will Kelly back to the left of Fracassi. Oh, and they keyed on him. They keyed on him for sure.
They sure did. They were looking for him to come back up the middle. And unfortunately, it didn't work out.
Pretty generous spot, I'll say, at least for the Lions. It looked like he may have been now that I see the dial-it-down move, I don't know what I'm talking about. 4th and a long 4, we'll call it.
Well, they're going to go for it right off the bat here. They don't want to leave anything on the field in this game here, so it's really not bad position if they don't get it. But
they want to talk it over. It's going to be a timeout, South Lyon. They're first.
Sides will get us a first down, so maybe they're going to try and dry them off.
We'll be back with 4th down. Well, here we go, folks. 4th and 4, 9:08 to play in this 3rd quarter, and a huge offensive play for the Lions. And they got it.
They did. Best play in the book for a first down. And that's all the quarterback with the cadence, changing up that and drawing them offside.
Hard count, yep.
Ball from 44-yard line, 1st and 10, South Lyon.
Great play by everyone involved to get to draw them to offsides. Lions get a new set of downs here. .54 all over Fracassi there. Ben Roberts, the junior.
And he's been making some plays tonight for Lakeland. He's a tough kid in there.
Yeah, this is a different program than a lot of us remember that from our generation. And good for them. But Fracassi hands it off to Gill. He'll fight his way across the 45.
Yep, nice hard running there by Gill. Met up with the middle linebacker, and it was a stalemate there, but he got about 5 yards on that carry. So
Lions got to get to the Lakeland 46 for a first down. Fracassi sends Kelly in motion. Toss. And they snuffed it out there. Not much doing.
Yeah, he just couldn't get to the corner fast enough, and there was a whole host of Eagles there to meet him. And they're going to kick it away here. And field position is real key here right now. If we can get them pinned down there inside the 20, give our defense a little fire-up motive.
Well, special teams can create plays here too. We'll see what Will Kelly and the punt team got up their sleeve here. Takes a Lion bounce, and he had to field it. Get that ball. 21. Robbie Tracy on the return.
But I was afraid he was going to break out of that little pack there, and the Lions did a good job of keeping him hemmed in and bringing him down.
Yep. Lakeland will start 1st and 10 at about their 19-yard line. Leo scooping to kick off for the Eagles. Deep to return, Ian Goings. It'll go to Will Kelly.
Go, go, go!
Kelly looking for a lane. Ball's on the ground. And it looks like it popped right into the Eagles' hands.
It did. It bounced right into a waiting Eagle there. You got a feel for Will Kelly, one of the leading seniors here, and he runs so hard with that ball, but he just needs to protect it and keep it covered.
Well, we were talking about the golf game earlier where, you know, you get a couple of good shots. Sometimes you're trying to make a big shot and you forget about the little things. And
going over the water on the dog leg.
Right. We're going to get a timeout, South Lyon. We'll step out for a quick break, too. First and 10 for Lakeland, just inside the Lion 35. Gain of 1.
Like everybody was in on that tackle.
Give is to 24 off the left side. That's Cutzlieb again.
Again, you got experience against inexperience here tonight. Lakeland has almost as many seniors as we have players on the team. And that's just showing up here. You know, those big plays come from inexperience and guys not knowing the reads or being in the right spot. You take away those couple big play touchdowns, and this is a different ball game.
Learning on the run for this Lions team this year. Great effort there by the defense getting to the backfield. Looked like 28. Yeah, Jack Schaefer definitely in there.
Brings up 4th down.
Let's see what the Eagles do here. They're at the Lion 35, looking at a 4th and 10. Up 28, probably going. Looks as if they are. It's like number 12 at quarterback now, Mitchell Boyles.
Now, yeah. Joe Rizeppa.
Yep, he's going to throw a little floater. Incomplete. The Lions will take over on downs at about their own 35. Kelly in motion for Cassie. Give to Gill. Gets back to about the line of scrimmage.
That was a good defensive stand by the Lions there. Turnover on downs. They got to feel good about that, and hopefully will help move them forward here this half.
Number 3, Joe Rosetta on the tackle for Lakeland. It's second down. Fans, Lakeland Athletics like to thank the 23,492 fans that are here this evening. Thank you for your cooperation.
Fracassi rolling to his right. And he'll step out of bounds.
Hard to see from here how many yards he got. It looks like he got some positive yardage on it.
Yeah, at least a couple looks like, maybe to the 38.
Third down. Third and 7, ball to the 38-yard line. Third down, South Lyon.
Will Kelly in the backfield next to Fracassi. Trips to the near side. Fracassi going to roll to the near side. Fires. He's got Haddock. Haddock's going to be real close to that first down. Let's see where the spot is. He's right on it. Oh, it looks like they're going to mark it as fourth down.
Yeah, he needed to get across the 45, and he got to the 45.
And Gill's just going to be met with all sorts of resistance in the backfield. Young man didn't have a shot. Lions will turn it over on downs. Lakeland takes over at the South Lyon 43.
And they had that sniffed out as well and just hammered for Mr. Gill. He is not a happy camper down there.
Nope.
Fans, don't forget to check out that Lakeland Athletic Booster concession stand. All your game time favorites tonight. Outscoring the booster program by
Need that defense to stand up again.
Lakeland showing some different looks here with some motion or shifts. Then they go off tackle left. Is that cut sleeve again?
Yep, cut sleeve. Dylan cut sleeve tiptoeing through the line there a little bit.
Pick up a 7, we'll call it. Might have been more than that. Whew. Marked it as 9, 2nd and 1.
It's a home field advantage there with the mark.
I'm going to blame it on we're just not as high up as we normally are, so I'm just having a hard time reading it too.
Right.
2nd and 1. Lakeland comes out in the wing tee, and they go off tackle near side. That's 21, and they're going to get a little chippy down here on the near sideline.
Robbie Tracy with the ball. He's done a pretty good job carrying it tonight, but the Lions, again, doing a good job of stretching that out and using the sideline to get him out of bounds. First down, though.
Yep. 1st and 10, Lakeland at the Lion 28. I'll let you take over here. Go ahead, oh boy, I got this.
Lakeland rolling out to the left, and he just throws that one into the ground. That was Brady Woodruff, the quarterback by committee here tonight by Lakeland. That'll be 2nd and 10.
490738. It's a white ticket.
Thank you, Brian. 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. Oh, tried to show off a little Statue of Liberty play, and Will Kelly's got the loose ball. And the Lions defense gets a turnover.
Well, yeah, you know, one finally bounces our way.
We'll take it. South Lyon takes over at the 30-yard line, their own 30-yard line. 1:16 to play in this third quarter. Alongside Brian McPhee, I'm Dan Pelchat, Matt Boyer on camera. We thank you very much for joining us on this Lakes Valley Conference Sports.com presentation, LVCsports.com. And the Lions looking to get this offense going late in the third. Fracassi going to roll to the right. Fires, has a man. I think he's got it. No. Haddock must have trapped it just a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like it might have skipped off the carpet a little bit.
Second down. Still looking for a 50-50 ticket winner, 490-738.
Sometimes you gator roll with that a little bit, try and, sell it a little more.
Right.
I'm teasing.
Without instant replay, it'll work at this level.
Second down and 10 for South Lyon. Back to pass, and he's gobbled up. That's 54 again. Ben Roberts getting home.
Yeah, that guy at 5'11", 225, is low center of gravity. He's a tough kid to block down there tonight.
Yeah, and he's proved that. This Lakeland team played Walled Lake Central pretty tough in week 1. They squeaked one out last week. Final 30 seconds of this third quarter. Fracassi rolling to the far side. Fires incomplete. Pass was intended for number 5, Ian Goings.
Goings was a leading receiver last week for the Lions, and hasn't been in the action too much for the passing game tonight. We're forced to punt again.
Will Kelly back to put a foot on it. Nice knuckler here. Takes a Lions bounce and should roll dead inside the 33-yard line. Downed by 23. Austin Trudell. 9 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lakeland will start 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Oh, Lions are able to strip it out. It was Will Kelly. This kid's a monster.
He is. Just never gives up.
Nope.
Never gives up.
That's what you want to see from your seniors. A great play by 24. 1 second, really 1.1 second left on this clock here in the third quarter. Lions have their best field position of the night. Let's see if they can take advantage of it, as we'll be moving to the fourth after this play. Timeout, Lakeland, and I got to tell you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I know you're fine. I was going to tell you that play looked awfully familiar from an alumni that we ran into here tonight. One Mr. Timmy McPhee.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, way back at the Brighton game, he had that strip towards the end of the game that sealed the victory there. But
Man,
I thought they were going in.
Things were looking nervous.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, there was a nervous broadcast team up here. And, folks, if you haven't seen it, it's from a few years back. The Lions were on the road at Brighton, and Tim McPhee just with a almost mirror image of that strip we just saw, except for there weren't quite as many bodies around. It was just him.
Right.
So it's good to see Tim. He's definitely looking like a college football player, I'll say that much.
He's having a good time down at Adrian College and representing South Lyon very well.
Fracassi with the handoff. That's Gill. He'll fight his way ahead for 5 or 6. That's going to wrap it up for the third quarter. Lakeland 28, South Lyon 0, but the Lions are driving to start the fourth quarter. They'll be just outside the red zone. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. Fracassi going to keep it. And he's going to have a nice little gain there. Oh boy, boys, watch it now.
Fracassi on the quarterback keeper for the Lions. Third quarterback plus on the
Looks like he's just shy of that first down.
Lakeland fans, welcome to the fourth quarter. Put your hands together for your own Lakeland Eagles. Third down. Third down, South Lyon from the 19. Third down.
I'm going same play, Brian. I mean,
I think so.
you know, we'll see.
Or maybe just a
Gill's there off the right side. I like that option
right,
too.
Gill behind Trevor. Well, they pull Trevor on a trap block and
And that's
they just get stuffed.
looks like the far linesman's got it at about the 19.
For the Lions.
They're gonna move it. All right.
All right.
Man, it's been tough for us out over here today to be able to tell kind of where it's at
sure
from
is.
our angle.
All right, fans, here's that winning number for the Kid Rock tickets. Direct ticket to
First, oh, go
Pull
ahead,
the
Brian.
big guy over to the left side and went right behind him, and they got what they needed. So, good play.
First and 10 Lions at the 18-yard line of the Lakeland Eagles. Their best field position of the game. Fires. He's got a man. Touchdown Lions. Fracassi to Ian Goings on the 18-yard touchdown strike.
That was a great play, and you got to give Fracassi credit for standing inside there because he was in a mix of Eagles and ready to get hammered and threw a great play there. Great pass.
Beautiful ball is right, Brian. It was, you know, and Goings was covered rather well. I mean, he had a little bit of space there, but Fracassi got it to where it needed to be. And the Lions are on the board with 10:27 to play here in the fourth quarter. Point after.
Come on up to the press box to collect your Kid Rock tickets. Connor Harris takes out the extra point.
Kick is up, and it is good. That was number 10, Connor Harris on the extra point.
Well, I kind of look at it sometimes like it was 4-0. Now it's 3-1, or we're only down by 3. So still got plenty of time to make this a ball game.
Absolutely. Lions will talk it over with their special teams, and we'll get ready for kickoff. Here we go. Let's see what the Lions do here. Lock to kick off. It looks like they're going to punch it up here. Lakeland was ready for the onside, but this is a dangerous. And the Lions kick team handles it. Number 21.
Is that Robbie Tracy again?
Yes, it was, Brian. And it looked like for a moment there he might have had an angle to the outside.
He was running around that wall like a rabbit looking for a hole in it, and the Lions kept every one of them covered. So great job by the Lions.
Now, a 10:17 to play here. I know the Lions burned a timeout early, so I think we only got 2 timeouts left. Interesting set of downs here for this defense if they can get off the field quickly.
And that's going to be key. They need to shut them down and get that ball back.
So they'll be going through the crowd. The rest of the 8-minute mark. Let the chase for Hurricane Harvey. Really coming up in just a few minutes.
Tough to tell who was in on that.
It might have been Jack Schaefer that hit, or Kamaris, one of the 2
Okay.
linebackers.
They're going to call it a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Dial it down, guy fell asleep on me down there. There he is. Lions are ripping at that ball, and it was out. Oh, the near side linesman says he's down. Now, silver lining here.
Hot about that
Yeah. Silver lining here, though. We got a 3rd down. I don't think he got much there. Oh, man, he got more than I thought. Yeah. It's on the board as 3rd and 3. I'll call it a long 3. Absolutely massive play here for the Lion defense. Gonna go up the gut with it. Someone's there. I saw 40 in there too. That's Brett Bender. He's had a nice day. There was someone else that was there early, just a shade earlier, but the Lion.
Good job of closing the gaps in there, and the linebackers filling in also.
We go through this every time when I get into this position with you, and I'm like, let's just go after him. I like the Dancer's back here, but if he wasn't back here, I'd put him at the end and let's go see what we can get. But I understand playing for the return too. Let's see how we do. Scooping back to punt for the Eagles. Smart choice. Dancer gonna field it, and he's just, at this point you got to try and make something happen, but the Eagles were all over him.
And the way that was rolling and bouncing, he probably saved another 10 or 20 yards from that ball.
That's a great point. Great point. 8:06 to play in the 4th. Lions trail by 21. It's the Lakeland Eagles 28, South Lyon Lions 7. Lions come out, trips to the near side. Will Kelly grinding his way across the 40. Took a couple shots there.
Right, sets you up for a really nice 2nd down options.
7:50 and counting left in this 4th quarter. Good job by Fracassi to scoop that snap and still get it up to Will. And Kelly, he's going to have a 1st down. Gets a little bit of a nice spot up to the 48.
And Kelly kept his feet going and didn't hesitate at all. And like you said, Connor Fracassi did a great job of scooping that up and getting it in his belly.
1st and 10 Lions at their own 48. Approaching the 7-minute mark now. Gill in motion. They go back to Kelly. He's going to get across midfield, not much more.
Change and your money. So we're going to do it again when the clock hits 3 minutes. So if you didn't get a chance to do it this time, we're going to do it again when the clock hits 3 minutes.
Maybe a little play action, pass option.
Well, they're setting it up where they could go fake to Kelly for sure.
Right.
Got Brendan Locke up there, 81 on the far side. Haddock here on the near side, Goings in the slot. They're going to roll to the near side. Fracassi's got a man. It's Ian Goings. Ian Goings to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Lions. Woo! All right. With 6:11 to play in the 4th, and the Lions have life. Great effort.
I'm not sure how Goings got so wide open there, but I'm sure glad Connor saw him and just threw his strike to him. And I'll tell you, whoever that was chasing him down had some wheels. But thank God Ian has the wheels.
No, you're right. I don't think I've seen anyone close on goings like that. And just what the doctor ordered for this Lion offense. Huge extra point here. Connor Harris. And he knocks it home. 6:11 to play in the fourth. Don't go anywhere just yet, folks, as the Lions have closed this to a 2-score game. Lakeland leads it 28-14. We'll be back with the kickoff in a moment. Locke kicks it off. It'll be fielded at the 25. He's got some room on the far sideline. It's going to be brought down along that far sideline. Looked like 25 was in there, Newman.
Yep, and that was that Robbie Tracy again.
Yeah, he's got some speed, and he was able to find a little bit more room on that return there.
Did.
Lakeland will have it 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. 6:03 left in this fourth quarter. Lions have scored 14 unanswered here in the fourth. Oh, he's got some room. And Michael Dancer able to get back after Kelly and crew were able to slow him up, but a gashing run on first down. And Lakeland will have it 1st and 10 at the Lion 30. I'm sorry, they're 34. That was number 2.
C.J. Davis again.
Yeah.
You know, they had him hemmed in again, and we just need to be able to attack that corner better and close up that gap.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Lions defense really in a must hold here. Give to 28 in the backfield. Not much. He might get down to the 31. That was C.J. Davis again. We'll call it a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Give us the 24 off the right side. He's going to be down to the Lion 27. Brings up a 3rd down. Ooh, man, he got more than I thought on that again. Marked at the 27. They've got to get inside the 25-ish. Approaching the 4-minute mark here in the fourth. Lakeland leads South Lyon 28-14. Got some room. That's C.J. Davis. And he's able to fight his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Again, a big gap there that the Lions need to learn, you know, to play their gaps, fill their gap first, and get off that block.
Looks like number 8, Justin Smith, on for the extra point. 3:47 left to play in this fourth quarter. And it looks like someone got a piece of it. Was it Dancer?
I think it was Dancer.
Yep. He's been coming close all night. He finally got one. And as rewarding as that is, it feels good. There's nothing better than blocking a kick. Not great on the hands.
No, it's not, especially as the temperature starts dropping a little bit.
Great effort by the young man, though, to get in there and do it. So that'll keep the score at 34-14. 3:47 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here we go. Scooping on to kick off for the Eagles. Goings deep to return along with Dancer and looks like Newman. It's got a lane. Decent return. Across the 35 to the 36. 3:40 left to play in the fourth quarter. Lions will start 1st and 10. Actually at the 37.
Pass incomplete.
Intended for Brendan Locke.
Pass incomplete. All right, fans, approximately 3 minutes on the clock. We're going to do it on both sides. We're going to do some Hurricane American Red Cross relief on the South Lyon side and on the Lakeland side. So get your
Second down and 10 for South Lyon.
pennies down, 50-cent pieces.
That's too bad that was overthrown. Brendan Locke was on, or Scoopin was on him, and Scoopin's only 5'9". Brendan's 6'4", so taking advantage of that height advantage. Unfortunately, didn't work out for us.
Fracassi with Gill to his left. Has some time.
Oh.
Well, that went about as good as that could have went for Will Kelly.
Yeah.
Love the effort to go up and get it, but that's knockout zone there. So
Well, and that's almost a unnecessary hit on that when the ball's that far over his head. The refs didn't call it, but it's something I've seen called before.
yeah, I think had it been any more severe, that we would have we may have seen something with that. So maybe credit even the DB on kind of pulling away off to the side a little bit. So they're learning, across the board in the sport to gonna go up and intended for Locke. I mean, it was a beautiful ball, just a step or two in front of him with 3:26 to play now in the fourth. Lions will face a 4th and 10.
For the American Red Cross and Hurricane Relief after the clock. It's 3 minutes for the 1-minute countdown. It's a challenge and welcome to the American Red Cross Hurricane Relief. Please don't have Lakeland community. Please allow us to thank you for your support of tonight's goal now, as well as the Smiles for Sophie Foundation Forever. Your help cause along the way does raise awareness, not just in September. Go Bull.
Trips to the near side. Fracassi has Kelly to his right. They scoot Locke in now on the far side. You gonna take off with it? Nope. And complete to number 4, Gill. Ryan Gill with a great catch.
And we haven't seen him out in the pass formations too often, but he made a great catch there, diving catch. He got past the sticks and ensured that if he did get it, it was going to be a first down.
I'm so impressed by that catch, honestly. It is so hard to make that catch at your chin strap with your hands and get it secured before you got to the ground. A very nice play. But nice play by Fracassi to keep his eyes downfield again as well. Fracassi fires. He's got Ian Goings inside the 20 to the 10. And is that a cowboy collar? No, but he's just short of the goal line. .248 left to play in the fourth quarter.
Hundreds out.
Oh, intercepted. Number 11, Sean Cullen. And credit, yeah, it was. I mean, but credit the defensive player there. Just he saw it. Fracassi fired it in there, and he was able to reel it in for the interception. That'll all but do it here with 2:42 to go in the fourth. Looked like 25 maybe with that one. Shane Belknap. Fernandez. So 45. Bring up 3rd and 1 now with 1:45 and counting to play in this fourth quarter. Lions trail Lakeland 34-14.
Fernandez, the ball carrier, no gain on the play, 3rd down.
Couple
45 down, Fernandez on the ball carrier.
Lions in there. Looks like number 7, Mitch Kamoris. Yep. That'll be a first down for Lakeland.
They're almost in kneel down territory on the clock.
We would encourage you guys to stick around for a quick post-game show as we wrap up week number 3 here at Lakeland High School.
Number 30, Elwood, the ball carrier for Lakeland. Less than 1 minute remaining, fourth quarter.
Again, the Lions showed a lot of potential. They actually put together some good drives. Last one was just a kick in the gut by being on the one and not getting in. You know, we had a similar play last week where we were down in the red zone.
Right.
Looked like we were running in, and they stripped the ball.
Yes, you're right. That was I remember that for sure. As the final seconds tick off here tonight, your final score from Lakeland High School. The Lakeland Eagles 34, your South Lyon Lions 14. Stick around. We'll be here to wrap it up for week number 3, and we'll look forward next week to week number 4 on the road at Pinckney in a moment. Well, we're here to wrap up week 3. The Lions came out and things were dire relatively early, found themselves in a pretty big hole, but the pride of this program and this team just wouldn't let them lay down the entire game. And a nice ending for South Lyon in the fourth quarter. Actually scored 14 unanswered at one point, made it a game.
Oh, they sure did, and they almost got a third one in there. Unfortunately, we had a turnover right at the goal line. Would have made it a little more respectable. But again, if you look at the score and look at this game, Lakeland really took advantage of the big play.
Yeah.
You know, we had the big play. We had a 3rd and whatever it was, and they scoot out for a long run for a touchdown. And then another one, we had 4th down, and they go in 18 yards for a touchdown. So those aren't normal plays. And unfortunately, we've been giving those up, and we got to get an answer for them.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you. And while you were saying that, I'm over here and I'm thinking, I go, I feel like the 3 teams we've seen, if they're not all playoff teams, they're going to be right there. We saw a very talented Lakeland team. I have nothing negative to say about them except for that this program's come a long way in the last 10 to 15 years that I can remember. Coming into the night, I knew that they were better than they used to be. But the Lions used to own this team, and a lot of times it was definitely the other way around. So the Lions learned a lot, I feel like, tonight, and unfortunately that's been kind of the story so far for them. We'll kind of wrap it up here. We're looking at our tough guy tonight. This guy was all over the field tonight for us, right?
Calling his number.
Yeah, a lot.
Yes.
So we'll go our tough guy tonight. Going to be number 40, Brett Bender. Great game, young man, and he had a nose for the ball all night tonight.
He sure did, and he was contributed to stopping the sweeps out there, stretching the plays out. He just did a great job of, getting his head on the ball all night long.
Well, Brian, I'm going to let you go ahead and talk about our player of the game. Another individual that we're seeing a ton of improvement from. The young man, he's learning on the run too. Number 16, of course. We talk about.
Connor Fracassi, our quarterback here, who's, he's shown sparks of greatness out there, really, and I don't mean that lightly.
No, I agree with you.
Very drove the ball for the 2 touchdowns that we had. I mean, he threw a strike the first one. He was rolling out and in the midst of Eagles all over him, and I don't think he saw the touchdown because he was on his back, but stood right in there. So he's proven that he's got a lot of toughness. He knows this game. He runs the ball really well when they need that. And so I think he just needs to be credited with all the good things that he's doing.
Yep. I agree. I can't imagine that learning curve as a sophomore. So congratulations, Connor Fracassi. You are our Pins player of the game. We'll look really quickly ahead next week to Pinckney. I haven't done much research on them. I know we're at Pinckney here in week 4. Nice to see them on the schedule still, as of course we're now in different conferences altogether.
Right, and they're out of the KLA, and we're in the new one over here, so it's kind of good to see some traditional teams that we've played before, and they're in our backyard, so I know the Lions will be up for it. They play them in the Panther League,
right,
and that'll just be, one of those rivalries that we have now, that because we lost Brighton and Novi, right, and those schools we love to hate.
Right, exactly. So, well, we hope to see you out there next week at Pinckney High School. It's a beautiful facility. Thanks a lot, Brian, for being here. Appreciate it. It got a little chilly again. I'm telling you, I don't know if we'll ever see you in September like this, or August, right?
Oh, I know.
So thanks again. Matt Boyer on camera for Brian McPhee. I'm Dan Pelchat. Remember, it's a great day to be living in America, folks, and we'll see you next time.